Hi everyone, it's the Academy of God, and today on part 2 of Standing Strong Against Spiritual Assaults, I want to continue with what I started with the last video about the siege, the assaults coming from the spirit of Ishtar, a spirit of sexual depravity, immorality, but also of destruction, because that's her ultimate goal, to destroy a society, to destroy a person. And she does that through the means of sexuality. Now, last time I ended up saying that the Lord showed me that we are coming, there is a time coming where being straight will be extremely rare in society. And many of you, I'm sure that you're thinking to yourself, oh, that's impossible. You'll never turn to the same sex. And of course, you'll think like that. Just like people in the 90s, right? In the 19s. They thought that, oh, we'll never have the church approving the marriage of same-sex people. We'll never have movies where you sit down and watch on Netflix a whole lot of shows with same-sex inside of it. But the Lord showed me that there is coming a time, and I'm not talking in 100 years, not in 50 years, it's very close. You'll be turning on Netflix, my dear, and all your romantic shows in it, every movies, every time every passage with romance inside of it will always be with same sex, because society will get to a point where the great majority of people will be they will be attracted to the same sex, not to they won't be bi. You call them bisexual, they won't be bisexual, my dear. They will be straight up gay. We will have lesbians, gays. That will become the norm. And if you're not strong spiritually, you will fall. You will fail. You're going to fall under it. Because these things are spiritual. And the one doing that is Ishtar, the goddess of immorality. She was called the prostitute. That was her name, the harlot. The people who used to worship her. She was also believed to have the power to change a man into a woman and a woman into a man. And her priest, her high priest, will dress, it were men who will dress into women. And in her temple, people who will come and worship her would have intercourse with the same sex in her temple as offering to her. Now, that spirit, she always starts with lust. That's how she starts. And this is how she's going to attack you. She's going to launch attack against you, children of God. You are not strong spiritually. You're not covered under the wings of the Lord, right? You're just a Sunday church goers. You're just a 5 minutes, I'm saying hello to God and then I move on with my life. She'll come and get you. You can have what looks like the most beautiful marriage, my dear, if you're not strong spiritually. And I'm saying it and putting the emphasis on the word strong, because they are coming in numerous numbers. It's not like in the past where it was just a couple of these evil beings coming against you. I would see entire siege. They will come as an army and assault you, assault your soul, to try to break into you and have their way with you. You'll be sitting there and start to have all this thought coming to you. Oh, maybe I should just watch these videos, try on these videos online that I'm not supposed to watch. It's just out of curiosity. Before you know it, you're hooked on the lust. Oh, and then as you grow into that lust, she takes you to the next level, because with her, it's never enough. It's never enough with Ashtaroth, with Ishtar. It's never enough. She'll take you to the next level. Okay, now that you're already watching these videos, touching yourself, you start to feel dissatisfied. And then she'll put this strong dissatisfaction inside of you. And then she'll send a thought, curiosity. Oh, let me just try the same sex. Let me just try. Maybe you're a woman, you say, oh, let me just try watching a woman. You're a man, you'll say, let me just try watching other men. Or let me just have try it out with my fellow men or fellow women, to sleep with them. And then she hooks you. And before you realize it, you start to crave more for the same sex attraction than for the other sex. You start to crave more for it. And then she doesn't stop here, because she'll take you to the next level. You'll be even in the same, even as she starts to transform you into a gay, a lesbian, you'll be dissatisfied with your partner. So you will become someone who sleeps around. And even if today you're this Christian woman, this Christian man, you think, oh, I'll never do these things. My dear, God showed me, if you watch the part 1, Christian couple, everything was fine, and out of nowhere, this strong spiritual lust was casted upon her, and she couldn't resist it. She wasn't strong spiritually. She had no defense, and she fell for it. Such a strong lust that she forgot her husband and straight up went to the neighbor to cheat on him out of nowhere, and she enjoyed it. My dear, if you're not strong spiritually, one day you will be this. I'm a Christian, I'm a children of God, I have my husband, I have my wife, everything's fine. And before you realize it, you'll be cheating on them. Before you know it, right? You'll be watching these videos online you're not supposed to. Before you realize it, you'll be the one sleeping with the same sex. And you won't understand how you went from point A to point Z. What happened in between? You won't realize it. And she won't stop there, because as she's taking over society, she'll take it to the next level. And children this time, you'll start to see 14 years old actively lusting, going after adult men. And will come into a time period where society would accept these things as normal. And she won't also stop there. She'll take it to the next level. You start to have, will get to a point where people, men and women, will start to have intercourse with animals on your mainstream media, on your TV. It will be the midnight show, the 9 p.m. show, you call them a TV reality show. But this time, the contestant will have to have intercourses with animals. My dear, it's important, especially in these days, that you remain strong. It's good to pray for your nation, good to pray for your church, but before all of these things, you have to make sure that you yourself, you are spiritually strong. You are covered under the wings of God, and constantly. It's not a one-time thing. Because these beings, they are always watching and they are waiting, they are patient. And they wait for the time where your defense will be low to attack.